Do you have a banana in that bag? Is a banana in there? No, you don't. I didn't want it. I would just. You can have it. I just want to know if banana in there. I can have it. Thank you. I got me something. Okay. So, like I was saying, so today is Sunday. It's December. It's still cold. It's not that hot. The sun is shining, but it's not that hot. Okay, now listen. I helped someone today go to church, and I feel so glad because that person was going through a whole bunch of problems, and I did not want that person to feel like they didn't have any hope at all. So gracefully, this lady came and she was trying to offer people to come to church with her. And I was going to go, but I didn't plan on going to hers. Like it came out of nowhere. And I was already trying to, um, I was planning on going to church here so I won't have to go so far. So it came unexpectedly, and I didn't want to make any promises that I would be there, but I told her that I appreciate her for offering, to come. But I took the church information. I did. I'm not trying to tell you you don't, I'm not trying to tell you to go to church and make you go to church, but I am telling you that everybody needs some inspiration sometimes. So I'm just here helping people whenever I can because I'm trying to get myself together too right now. And I'm using all the resources that I can. Why spend money when you don't have to? If someone's going to give you something for free, you should be thankful and use that resource. Not saying you're going to have to pay for some things, but still, you want to see what you can get, that's kind of handed out. That's why people donate and stuff like that. Why live out on the streets or in a dangerous place like an abandoned house when you can come inside of a shelter and use resources to get out of your situation? Some people accept, some people are used to it. It's not nothing wrong with your decision. If you feel comfortable being outside of a shelter, out there in the street, then that's you feel comfortable. Nobody can tell you anything else. But me, I'm not built for the streets. I've been in the streets because I was in a shelter, so that's like all the streets coming in one place together. So you're gonna have to deal with some people, but I will not be out there. I just cannot. I need foundation and salvation. So right now I am at the Weaver House in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I'm using some resources while I'm here also. Um, Everybody's in need of something. You don't really expect for someone in need to be helping other people, but if you can help other people, it is, generous enough. It is thoughtful. If I can help someone with money, I will give it to them because that's mainly what people here at the shelter need is money. Well, they need other resources too, but I help whoever I can, and I believe it or not, people here help me too. So, like I said, we all need help. Um, I'm not going to give you a tour of the of this place because I want to respect the privacy, and I don't want to get in trouble for filming anything. So that's why you're only going to get me right now. I'm not filming anybody else. Um, but go check out that YouTube channel called Invisible People, because that guy, he made a whole freaking documentary series, different clips of people who were either transitioning from homelessness or still in homelessness. And recently he just updated someone who actually got out of it. One lady was in the shelter and she was on the streets. And I think she was in the shelter. No, I think she was actually living on the streets. And I think 2 years later or some years down the line, she got out of it. She was in her own place. So good for her. She used her resources just like it was designed for. And that's about it. So um, one thing that I've noticed about shelters is that they give out more things than you wouldn't expect. Of course, I know you know that churches and organizations and things like that, everybody comes together and help serve and volunteer. So, I mean, you don't have to be an organization. You can be, you know, a single individual coming to volunteer. I'm pretty sure any shelter will allow you to volunteer. Um, you can get really distracted here because it's a lot of things going on around you, but that's why you come to the shelter to sleep, take your shower, use some resources, and then hopefully you're out there looking for something productive to do. I don't think nobody wants to be here. Nobody wants to be here, but it's better than being somewhere and you're not safe. To me, that's one of the things people need to realize. It's not safe doing stuff like that. No, not being out there on the streets and having nowhere to go. So I'm about to wrap it up, and I am going to figure out who else I need to help out because I'm off this weekend. I work from Monday through Friday, and I guess while I'm here, I don't know what else to say. I mean, everybody's here trying to get out of the shelter, so it's a lot of things going on at once. However, what I do like about the shelters is that if you don't have a bed, they will allow you like to come in and lay down, to get out the cold or outside. That's what I do like. Hmm. And then most people don't even have families. Some people do have families and choose not to be there. Some people have other people that's there to help them and they still choose not to be there. I'm just happy that um, I'm happy that God has blessed me with the mindset and the opportunity to use my resources and help others while I'm in the process of doing that. So another thing I like about shelters is that, and this is really weird because I'm talking about it at a shelter, but it's not weird because it's the truth. um, what else about this shelter? They have churches come here to bring people to church on Sundays because today is Sunday, so they help people go to church and things like that. They also have people here to help people transition to get inside of housing programs, and they feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner, of course. The community is invited, so I mean, it's pretty much open. They have rules and regulations in here. There is security. However, I did realize that some shelters out here did not have security, and that's the one in High Point. But High Point University is taking over that city, and I'm pretty sure in the future they're going to have security. They just now got like law enforcement to actually be there, so they should have had that. It's kind of dangerous not to have security at the shelter. Fairly dangerous. But however, as you can see, it's a lot of activity, and when people have nothing to do, they really just sit out and chill until they have like a next appointment or they go to work. It's a weekend, so, and then it's a shelter. So then the shelter will invite pretty much anybody. Like I said in my other video, if you do not have anywhere to go, you don't have any family to go to, or you do have somewhere to go and you just choose not to be there and you want to be responsible and use your resources by yourself, then you can go to a shelter. And a lot of people want to go to places that they've never been before. Like, say for instance, if you wanted to go out of state. If you want to go out of state and you want to start like a new chapter in your life, you can go to a shelter in that state and start from there and use your resources. Because that'll be pitiful for you to go somewhere and not have anywhere to go unless you go stay with somebody. But never ever go stay in an abandoned house. That's dangerous. Okay, never go sleep out on the street. That's dangerous. But like I said, if you feel comfortable, I'm not saying you can't go grab yourself a tent. Now, a tent is really good. I've seen some people actually get tents. So, and what's really funny, I kind of like just blend in. I kind of like blend in, so nobody even knows that I'm doing this. But no, seriously. You don't have to have a lot of money to help somebody. You really don't. The little bit that you have to help someone in need when you can helps a lot. It's serious. It's serious. And what I have noticed is that people here are actually well behaved. I'm not gonna lie. You might get some people that act a little bit out of order, but everybody's got some sense somewhere. That's why I realized about this thing. So right now they are getting ready for lunch. There's a lot of people out here, and it's going to be even more crowded sooner or later. But try helping someone. If you ever do what I'm doing, make sure you speak with someone and get to know some of the people around you, because you never know who needs help. I've helped like almost 20 people here already, and I've been here for 5 days. I've given money out and everything. But everybody's been generous. Ain't nobody, I mean, I haven't had no problems out of nobody here. Everybody's been pretty good. The staff here, there's a lot of staff here, and the rules and regulations are based on the chairman who designed, and also they make up some of the rules, but they have strict guidelines here. So all you have to do, if you go to a shelter, you need to just follow the rules. It's easy. They're already giving you somewhere to sleep and take your shower and stuff like that. And they're also giving you time to eat. So you basically don't have to be here at the shelter 24/7. You can actually leave if you want to. You don't have to be here. And plus, there's many other shelters out there. So just be wise enough and use your resources, guys. Don't be out here in the streets or trying to stay in an abandoned house. That's dangerous. Let's be smart about it and go seek some shelter and use all the resources. You're gonna get way more help if you don't have anything else out there. Oh, I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye bye.